The Book of Boba Fett is over. And it's really funny to me that all it took was this one bad show for people to start to walk away from Disney Star Wars. I haven't done very many videos on Book of Boba Fett, and that's because I haven't really watched it. I watched a little bit here and there. I did watch the episode where Luke came back and the other Mandalorian episode, and I watched the final for free, by the way. And I thought they were shit. And then, most of the people online, all of the reactions I've seen have all been negative for this show. And there's so much cringe, particularly in that final episode where that modder guy with the eyepiece does that spin to shoot people. Like, what is this? That big Wookiee just getting pummeled. He looked like a wimp after they built him up to be a big badass, but he gets saved by those lame bikers. It's just a mess of a show. Mess of a show. And I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one that thinks that, because usually Star Wars can do no wrong. How dare you criticize Star Wars? But as you can see, as Inside the Magic has captured a few of the responses, a lot of people are not very happy. I can't believe it ended like this. Episode 5 and 6 were so rewarding, and they reverted back to all the hesitations we had in 3 of the first 4. I'm so let down. Now, the funny thing about episodes 5 and 6 is they weren't a Boba Fett. They had nothing to do with Boba Fett at all. The show's called Boba Fett. But the best episodes were just of The Mandalorian. All love to Robert Rodriguez, but man, let others share the vision. Hashtag Book of Boba Fett, 3 episodes directed in a 7-episode series was too much for anyone. I don't think it's any coincidence that every episode of Boba Fett directed by Robert Rodriguez landed with a big thud. It's true. All of his episodes, from what I hear, were shit. The Chapter 7 finale was so horrible. Just absolutely horrible. So hyped for nothing. Don't let Robert Rodriguez touch Star Wars again. Super anticlimactic. It was all over the place. Wasted potentials. Lots of useless and super unnecessary stuff constantly happening. The Book of Boba Fett. So, the funny thing to me is all this is going to be forgiven when Kenobi comes out. Everyone's going to be all hyped again, going crazy. Oh my God. So that show's horrible too, which it probably will be. We'll see. One thing, though, that came out of this is maybe it will finally put to death these rumors that the sequel trilogy is being retconned, because that's not happening. Okay, first off, the poster for the Star Wars Hotel, which just came out, by the way, this isn't an old poster, this is pretty new. I think 2 or 3 weeks old. Who is that in the left corner here? Well, it's Kylo Ren. It's Kylo Ren. What stormtrooper outfits are these right here? Well, they look like First Order stormtrooper outfits. The sequel trilogy isn't going anywhere. Hollywood studios at Disney World and Land are based on the sequel trilogy. And the Book of Boba Fett pretty much confirms the sequel trilogy. The Jedi temple that was being built, it's the same one from The Last Jedi. Okay, I don't have the scenes. There's 2 scenes that I saw on Twitter. One where you see the temple being built, and then the other one below it was the destroyed temple, Jedi temple from The Last Jedi. They're the same thing, okay? And you see it right here. Like, this is what he was building. Grogu didn't go with Luke. He goes back to Din Djarin. So, what does that mean? Well, it means Kylo Ren will be his first student. The sequel trilogy being erased, this whole Civil War thing, all fake. Not happening. That's incredibly stupid to even think that it's going to happen. And I'm sorry if I'm crushing people's hopes and dreams here that they were going to get rid of the sequel trilogy, but that was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. Why would they erase the sequel trilogy? They spent so much money on that thing. They're just going to keep dangling keys and giving you member berries, as young Rippa would say. They're just going to keep dangling them keys on you. Oh, you weren't really enjoying Star Wars lately? Here, let's dangle Luke Skywalker in front of you. Here, let's dangle Han Solo in front of you. Let's just go ahead and dangle those things that you remember and love. But when it comes to actually giving you what you want, we're not going to actually do that. Star Wars is dead. Kenobi, probably not going to be a good show. So season 3 of The Mandalorian will have a little baby Yoda back, making cute little merchandises. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see the First Order come along pretty soon in one of these shows that they're doing. I mean, why wouldn't they? They've already said this. Here's an old thing from back in 2019. Back in 2019, before an episode of The Mandalorian even aired, Favreau hinted the series would explore the early days of the First Order. He told Entertainment Weekly also what would happen in the 30 years between celebrating the defeat of the Empire and then the First Order. You come in on episode 7. The First Order are not just starting out, they're pretty far along. So somehow things weren't necessarily managed as well as they could have been if the galaxy ended up in hot water again like that, he added. Also, by the way, quick little post. The official Star Wars website, right here, is confirming how all of this lines up with The Last Jedi. The sequel trilogy is not being retconned. Kathleen Kennedy, very much in charge. And this is the result that you see. This is the result that you see of it. A shitty show that just reinforces the shitty movies that everybody hates. You don't have to hate Star Wars. There's still 6 great movies that you can enjoy. The prequel trilogy and the original trilogy. Those aren't going anywhere. And if you like all of this stuff, then you're happy still. But for the people that aren't happy, it's time to let go. It's time to let go. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.